So at Savers, picked up this doll for Jason Vetrex. I heard he likes this stuff, so that's for him. Star Fox, sorry, or Starlink for the Switch for $4.99, and N64, and it actually had the expansion pack. Altogether, that was 25, 5 and 5, so maybe 35 bucks. Later. I guess I just wanted to throw him off. I picked up the 2K15 just so he wouldn't look anything up. So 7 bucks altogether for WWE 2K15, just the memory pack, Vanishing Point, which I didn't have, and for the money, it was worth it. And College Hoops 2007. This game goes for about 30 bucks these days, so a good pickup there. Altogether, 7 bucks. Later. So at the flea, paid 40 for everything. A white U-pad, Wii U, an Atari 2600. This is, I think it's the Vader, Pro Controller in Area 51, and altogether was 40 bucks. So it's not a bad deal at all. Later. At the flea, the Unknown Video Game Hunter hooked me up with the Link figure, and then I paid 30 bucks, which is, I would say, retail for these two. The Donkey Kong, I have the cart, so I should be able to sell the cart and keep the box. And then the Pac-Man, I just picked it up because it's sealed. So altogether, 30 bucks. Later. So at the flea, picked up these two for 2 bucks a piece. The 5 Gamecube games were 20 bucks. Then the rest of these were 2 bucks a piece. Anarchy Reigns, Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4, Shadows of the Dam, I think is good money. Dig Dug and Electroplankton. I'm not sure, I don't know much about it, but Corey told me that it might be a decent game or worth a little bit of money. So altogether was 10, 30, 34 bucks for everything. Later. Alright guys, so here are my pickups for the last week or so. As always, we'll do pawn shops, flea markets, thrift stores, and everything in between. It was a really good week. I was able to buy somebody's collection for a real good price. I'm gonna try to show the collection first, and then I'll show the rest of the pickups that I had throughout the week. It's a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna have to fit it all in. A couple of things are missing, but we'll get started right away. The main thing and the reason how this all started was I picked up this Halo 5 collector's edition. It was on Craigslist for 25 bucks. I asked him if he had anything else, and when he said yes. And when I got there, he had a whole bunch of other stuff. I offered him the money, and he said okay. So we went with 120. And then after that, on my way back home, he told me again that he had even more stuff. So I guess I went 3 days later and finished everything up. We'll get moving. We'll show you everything that I can. The Halo 5 edition was there. The Mortal Kombat X, the collector's edition. This is actually, I believe, is Scorpion in black. I may show a couple little shots of what it looks like. The Pit-Boy is really good condition and complete. The guy was basically an Xbox guy. So the Pit-Boy. Then picked up the steel case for the Halo 5. There was a mini PS1. There was a Beatles rock band with the drums. I sold that for 120. The guitar goes for an easy 60. Couple of guys for the GTA, Wind Waker, and Fallout 4. An Xbox with a whole bunch of games. I already sold the Xbox for 110 with some games. The PS1 mini or the classic. There was a 360 and also a GameCube. It was also a Dreamcast that I got, and I sold that for 90 bucks. The GameCube I sold for 60. The Hitman collection, I'm actually gonna get to keep that. Just cause I will keep it just because it's not that expensive. It only goes for about 35 bucks. This one here is really cool, and it goes for about 150, maybe 100. I would say, just to be conservative. The Batman is definitely one that I am going to keep. This is a collector's edition. It's basically the Joker sitting in like an office on a computer room with a whole bunch of monitors. So I'm going to get to keep that. I believe the drums have the Beatles thing, or like the symbol also attached to it. I sold it already, so I can show you that. I'm going to go throughout all the games and just leave the pickup of the week for later. So here we go. Tony Hawk 3, Halo 2 limited edition or collected editions, Turok Evolution, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, Silent Hill 2, I'm actually going to get to keep that. Scooby-Doo is actually like a $25 game. I'm also going to keep Hit and Run for $20. It's basically like a $50 game. Shrek Super Party is actually like a $25 game also. Tag 2, Monopoly Party, Tony Hawk Underground, the Grand Theft Auto double pack I didn't have, so I'm going to get to keep that. This Clone Wars Tetris is sealed, so I'll get to keep that just because it's sealed. Destroy All Humans. For some reason, Kingdom Hearts was there. Matrix, Path of Neo. As far as the PlayStation 1 stuff, Spyro Year of the Dragon. Ape Escape without the manual, but it's still pretty pricey game, maybe $35. Star Wars Masters, Winnie the Pooh, Hello Kitty, Sheep, Sesame Street, Cyber Chase, Namco Museum 3 and 1, the web browser, Frogger 2, Frogger 1, NFL Game Day, Grand Theft Auto, GTA 2, Need for Speed, Game of Life, Rebel Assault, Final Fantasy 7. I believe Final Fantasy Tactics was also there. I already sold this one for like 40 something bucks. Dark Forces, a couple of GameCube games, Spyro, a couple of Spyros, 13, and the best GameCube game out of the lot was the Wind Waker, so happy to get that. Few loose games, Forza, Big Mother Truckers, Medal of Honors, a couple of Halos, some Guitar Heroes, Transformers, Call to Juarez, Legends of Rock, Wii Sports, and then I had a Dreamcast stuff. He had Dreamcast stuff, which is awesome because Dreamcast stuff you never get to see. I was very surprised when he told me he had Dreamcast stuff. He had a lot of stuff that was kind of unusual. He was obviously an Xbox guy, having the GameCube and some PlayStation stuff. It was something different, so I'm very happy to pick this up. I also added Sonic Adventure, Toy Commander without the manual, Centipede without the manual, NFL Blitz 2000, 102 Dalmatians is like a $20 game. Going Quackers is maybe 25. Same with the Grinch. Star Wars Racers is actually like a $40 game. This one is about $30. Worms Armageddon and Rayman 2. Like I said, there's one more game that I'm going to show in a minute, but what I'm going to try to do is show the stuff that I picked up throughout the week first, and we'll go from there. The collection, like I mentioned, or I didn't mention, is maybe like over $1,200 worth of games, and I ended up paying $320 for everything. But for that price, you just couldn't pass it up. The flea market, picked up Area 51. I think it was like $2. Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance and Pac-Man collection, and that was $30. This one is sealed, but it's really $30 is a little bit too much to pay for that. But I'm not gonna complain. At another flea, picked up Call of Duty for $2, 2K20 for $2. Then I paid $10 for these games. Super Street Fighter 4, Shadow of the Damned is like a $30 game. Anarchy Rules is not worth anything. Dig Dug, Dig and Strike is actually like a $30 game. And the best game by far was Electroplankton. From what I hear, Corey, I didn't know anything about it. Corey was there, and he basically told me that the game was expensive, or at least, higher than the usual DS game. It goes for about $75 to $80, and complete and in really good shape, it could go up to even $100. So very happy to pick this up for basically $10 for that stack. So it's an awesome deal there. Also picked up 5 GameCube games. RTS, Dimension, Namco Museum 50th Anniversary. That's like a $25 game. It also had 2 Harry Potter games, but I don't know what I did with them. So it's gotta be somewhere around here, but I don't have them, so I won't show it to you. Then at the one of my local flea markets, or the one that I usually go, picked up a Wii U white for 20 bucks, which is a great deal. I tested it. It's all working. Inside of it, it has Smash Bros, which is even better. And then I also picked up something that I've been wanting for a while. Is the Atari 2600. And this is basically the Vader one. It's filthy dirty, but very happy to add this to the collection. Let me see how I get this fixed up. The week was really good, like I said. So awesome deal there. And then I picked up the pickup of the week. So this was a Facebook deal. I actually came here to get the Halo 5 for 25 bucks. I asked him if he had anything else, and he said he has some other stuff. Actually, he said only PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast. This came with it. I paid $120 for everything. This belongs to the Halo. And then this is what's inside. Probably the best games are Zelda, Final Fantasy 7, Power Stone is there. So altogether, not a bad deal for 120 bucks. It's actually a very good deal. Later. So the pickup of the week was Power Stone for the Sega Dreamcast. Like I said, finding anything for the Dreamcast these days is extremely hard. So I'm very happy, very grateful that I was able to find this. I'll get to add it to the collection. This game right now is going for about 90 to 100 bucks. It probably doesn't need to be the pickup of the week, because even the Electroplankton, or maybe even any other collector's edition, I know I definitely wanted the Mortal Kombat and the Batman. So either way, anything could have been the pickup of the week. I just decided this was going to be it, just because it's just Sega Dreamcast for me. It's almost very impossible to find. The week was an awesome week. Was able to add a lot of stuff to the collection, which doesn't happen often. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. Later.